morning. It's well, it's probably like one of the final times that we'll see this perspective and angle. So I just wanted to slide, you know, one more time or whatever, I guess. I have a chair. I can actually sit at normal. I got music in. I assume it's gonna be nice and, you know, rowdy and loud for everyone. So just one last, I don't know, tribute to you know, the rig. Kind of sounds like Angry Bees. Like my boost is like, whoa. Yeah. But after this, I'm gonna try and hook up my internet and try and upload this video. Which uploading of the video will probably make this like a super crappy task for me. Because I need to probably use the phone to also do things to hook the internet up, so it'll be miserable as can be. Because my phone will be trying to upload what I can only assume will be a 25-minute video, because I want to drift. Yeah. Whenever this sim rig does, like, you know, reemerge, it'll reemerge with everything that I need to actually relearn how to do this properly, I guess. Like, it'll have, you know, a clutch and an e-brake so that I don't have to make the choice of one or the other. And I'm just pretty much going to relearn drifting completely. Because there's a lot of just cool stuff that I cannot do because I don't have a clutch and I can't switch gears and I can't, you know. There's a lot of just cool stuff I can't do. Like, I can't really do big maps or the Need for Speed World map, or I can't do any stuff like that because, well, I can't change gears reliably and I can't stay in boost when I need to be in boost. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I'm gonna practice and I'm gonna relearn how to actually, you know, drift with all of the correct things and use the clutch and everything else. And yeah, I don't know how long it's gonna be before this actually comes back as like a thing. I was saying probably anywhere from 2 to 6 months, which also just kind of like depends on if I'm able to get like a really good deal on something or not. Then I might pull the trigger on it, but I kind of want to just try and like wait a little bit and do what I did with the PC, where I find something absolutely insane that like I shouldn't be able to afford, which I guess would be like a crazy cockpit setup or like, I don't know, Fanatec setup, something like that. But again, it's like I don't even need, I don't really need anything, right? Like I don't have real complaints about this wheel other than if I drive real hard and I start getting real crazy, I can throw the gears off and I'll have to like unplug it and plug it back in to reset it. But that's kind of like a whatever thing. That's me, you know, being an ape and just cranking the wheel. So can't really blame the wheel for that, but it's mostly just like I want like a better driving position and I need an e-brake. Like those are the two things that I need to really feel like, you know, the sim has what it needs to kind of like go to the next level, I guess, and not be, I don't want to say it's like a meme, but not having a clutch and only running in one gear, I don't care how good I am or anything else, like I'm probably like the biggest joke of a person, you know what I mean, as far as drifting goes, even though it's, you know, I don't know. I think of drifting as like a style thing. You know, my style is goofy, it's weird, it is what it is, but it's my style. But at the same time, I'd like to, you know, I'd like to get the clutch and the e-brake because I know that, well, it's just gonna make me better. It's just gonna make me better. I'm gonna get better, and I'll put thousands of hours in this again. Like this rig has, this Logitech rig probably has 1,000 hours on it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to run. I just wanted to run it one more time because I really do have to kind of like take this apart tomorrow so I can put the desk in here and start putting that together. I'm gonna try and get the internet hooked up today after into this and just see how that goes. Hopefully it's very easy and intuitive, and it won't be like a huge headache for me. Because I want to do the internet today, the desk tomorrow, and then hook the computer up, and then maybe try and, like, you know. And when the computer is hooked up and I have internet and the desk and everything where it's supposed to be, like, I just come in here and just, like, start messing with stuff or download stuff or do whatever, but I don't want to, like, put myself in a position where it's like, I don't know, I just don't want to give myself headaches that I don't need. Or put myself under pressure that I don't feel like I need to put myself under. I don't know. I don't know. I really just wanted to drift, and I didn't really know what else to do. I didn't want to wake up early, like I'm just not, I don't know. Not taking care of myself, not making enough time in the day to actually do anything or make any impact on things. Yeah, just the old, depression BS stuff. But I still wake up every day, and I still make at least a scuffed attempt at making everything in life work, you know what I mean? I don't know. But I'll do it. I don't feel like it going over it again. So, got music on, so I feel slightly more clear-headed now. I was looking for the remote because like it's not where it's supposed to usually be. Alright, let's leave it at 4 because then that's probably, you know, it's probably fun. Alright. I forgot exactly where I began to drive. I think this is where like I had left the room and I was doing something and I was prepping. Alright, 3:40. Yeah. But this is probably like the last video with the rig and the computer. Unless there's one tomorrow when I have internet, but I don't know. I feel a bit anxious. Like the PC. God, I thought he would start driving. I feel a bit anxious, like the PC won't turn on, or the desk will be missing pieces. I'm not feeding into it. I got no reason to assume that, you know, these things won't work, because they should work. You know what I mean? And it would drive me up a wall if I fed into that feeling. Like if I get bothered by something, it's the only thing I can think of. Like I can only focus on that, and I'm just like, I want to fix this thing. And it just drives me up a wall. So I just try not to think about it. Like there's no reason for me to think that it will be broken. Yeah. I want to get the internet hooked up today, which again hopefully I'll do as soon as I turn this off. My two's on fire, so I'm trying not to think about that. When the desk will go up tomorrow, then I'll set the PC up. That'll probably take the longest amount of time. The desk has a lot of pieces too, so that might take me a hot minute tomorrow to put together. Yeah, probably like a day of downloading stuff like games and different things on the computer to make it really work. A lot of people were commuting from the hood in Akron. Like one dude was like, "Oh yeah, I come from Kent." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I lived in Kent when I was a kid." Absolute crap hole. Like, yeah, like yeah. I don't know. And, you know, just the surrounding towns, a lot of them are just ghettos. So it wouldn't be that big of a deal for me to commute back and forth to my foreclosure house in the hood. Next year, if I decide that's what I want to do. Hoping I didn't get a supercomputer to play, like, Diablo 2 Resurrected or something stupid. Trying not to make myself anxious thinking about what my power bill might be with a water-cooled PC. Because there was one month where I didn't go to work and all I did, I got super into ESO for that month, or I got super into Ascension WoW, and my power bill was like $250 because I had been playing on my computer for like 12 to 16 hours a day every day for a month. And my power bill was nutty. I was like, this is BS, dude. So I'm hoping it's not like gonna be like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna miss my old PC. Old, Bertha or Betsy. Either the power went out here at this house, or, she turned herself off, which wouldn't be out of the ordinary for her. So yeah, but she's been good to me. Like, I'm not good with names. That's, you know, my dog's names were Spike and Butt, so not the best at naming things. The CPU bottlenecked me like pretty dang hard. The i5 2500K bottlenecked me pretty good. The RAM I thought was getting me for a while, and then I upgraded the RAM. And then I'm like, oh, I'm still having issues. Not feeling like I'm making life better, or maybe I don't care that I make it better. I'm unsure, but everything I'm doing is setting myself up for like years. Whether I appreciate it, I'm still doing it. Like maybe one day I'll take the ultimate camping trip in parentheses. You know, double the hero's dose or whatever. And then I wrote down, once the sun talked to me and told me that I needed to lay down and die so that I could, so that I could, like, my body could go into the soil and, you know, feed people and kind of, it was kind of just telling me, like, I don't know, life is, whatever. Like, you're just kind of here. It's like a fleeting thing. Like, you're just kind of here just so the next person can live, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it was like a really weird trip. But I'm wondering, like, if I go back to, like, a place like that, if, like, the fog that I feel all the time will clear up. Because I always just feel like I'm stuck in a fog. I'm gonna miss the sim rig. Like I said, I give it 2 to 3 months before I pop up with like either a totally new rig or just like, I at least need a cockpit. I don't intend to like bolt this up to a desk again or anything like that. I intend to get a cockpit before I do anything else with this. The desk saved me like $40 on a mouse pad because a folding table would have been $40. And then I spent $40 on like a large square mouse pad, like a 2 foot by 2 foot, because again, a lot of arm movement. So realistically, other than having to drive to go get it, I kind of broke even because I was gonna spend $42 with tax on the mouse pad, and then I probably would have spent $43 on the folding table. So worked out to be about the same. I think I'm gonna thrift one day a week with the excuse that I need furniture. So I might just go thrifting like one day a week, just because I need some furniture. Wait, what? This transitions in like a very weird way. And then the exact next page is I left new. Oh yeah, okay. I left new like a large gray North Face hoodie and a brand new North Face like from the Nike store sweatshirt. They were about $3 because it was at the Amish thrift store, but I just left them on the shelf. I'd like to say that it was self-control, but I legit just think I wasn't like in the mood to deal with it right now. I was like, oh, I don't care. I don't feel like dealing with it, and so I didn't buy any clothes. Yeah, I just kind of like was like whatever, and then just moved on. My check was $10 short, but the person that I have to talk to is that lady that I had the awkward like phone call with the other day. So I'm not like, you know, super stoked about having to talk to her about that. And anyway, now you get my can. Jim does not get how 10 years of working, I'd have like $150,000 to $200,000 in the bank. Like I'll be totally out of stuff to buy within like a couple years, like 5 years. And unless my car breaks down or my house catches on fire, I don't know where I'd have like large money sinks. So $45,000 a year in my pocket times 10, it makes sense to me. And then whenever the sim rig reemerges, I'll have to almost relearn drifting completely. I enjoy a challenge as long as there's progression and like I'm making progress. It'd be similar, like the first month on FPS games, I'm gonna be like butt cheeks, and I'm just gonna be like retraining myself completely, as well as learning to use, you know, new equipment. Like the new mouse is like 1/3 or something of what my mouse weighs, so it weighs nothing, and the new keyboard is like half the size of my current keyboard or something. So I have to, like, you know, get used to that, and the monitor will be a little bit bigger, and I don't know. There's a lot of things I'll have to kind of like get used to with the new rig, but it should be nice. I almost want to say it'll be fun. It sounds like it would be fun to kind of like learn, you know, all new stuff with all new key, equipment and stuff. It sounds fun to a nerd, right? I.e. me, but sadly I don't have normal emotional responses to things. And I hope I can truly build a good foundation for the rest of my life to live on and sit around in these next few years. Like, you can always lose everything to like a bad decision. Like, you know, just make one bad decision and that's it. But I just mean like security, no more having to like worry about living on the street or putting myself through like shit for money. Yeah. I don't know how I measure it yet, but I will be paid in happiness and joy in the future. I just don't know. I don't know how to make that work yet. Trying to be reserved about buying furniture. Like I could fill this place up pretty quickly, but yeah, just trying to be patient and tactical. Like I said, 2 years here and it will look like a home. Like it'll be like a pain in the butt to move again, but I think that's just kind of part of life, is for moving to be, you know, sucky. If you're ever having a hard time finding someone to, you know, be with, just act like you don't care at all. Just like a complete bum. Try to look gross at all times, and could be completely uninterested, and you will still somehow be hit on by people or women. Yeah. Reality is, I'm broken and busted. I'd never put myself on someone again, like in a relationship sense. And I just don't care enough about a physical relationship. There's like the carnal part of me that can't think straight and just wants to like mate or whatever, but that part of me does not pay the bills or contribute in any way. Like, I'm not opposed to, you know, like the sugar baby thing, but I haven't hit a sugar baby level where, like, you know, she's buying me a car, so it's not really working in that sense. So that part of me doesn't really make the calls. And Ashford down feels bad, man. I'm not selling any of my stuff at all. You know, it's all for me. I put in all the work and all the effort to get it, I guess, or whatever. But theoretically, I made like $4,000 or $5,000 this week, like between the computer, the table, like even just the brand new pair of boots that I got, and then, you know, the money I made from work and everything. Like, yeah, I made like $4,000 or $5,000 this week. I really wish I could sell like real estate. I think I'd be pretty good at that. I'm not gonna like do apartments or anything like that. I feel like it's all just like slumlord shit. To make it right is just too expensive, and tenants can be assholes and just destroy all your stuff. I get it, but yeah, renting is just a version of keeping poor people poor. That's not in all cases. Like, you know, if someone makes like a large percentage more than, like, your rent's supposed to be 33%. If your rent's like, I don't know, 20% or 15% or less, like, you're probably not even thinking about it. You're not. It's not like a big deal. You're just like, yeah, this is where I live. Like, I choose to live here because it's cheap. Yeah, it's not all like that, but a lot of the low end, it just seems like that. I got offered to apply. Holy crap, dude! I kept writing for the one old guy who's the only person on any shift that does what he does. It's a crap job, dirty, hard. Nobody wants it, so of course I can have it. It's a $2 raise. I'm my own boss. I don't work on a line anymore. That's what I need eventually if I intend to make this work. Like, long term, constantly beating myself up physically and mentally can only go so long. My medication and stress limitations will eventually run out. If I ever got money or had, I don't know, $250K a year kind of job or something, it would be like that episode of the Chappelle Show, like the reparations episode, where, like, I don't know how many millions of dollars everyone got, but everyone got a bunch, and people just were blowing it. You know what I mean? Like, it would be kind of like that. It'd be like today's video would start with like, oh yeah, I just bought like a Ducati, like, or I bought like I bought a BMW S1000 RR. Now I don't know how to ride a street bike. We're gonna learn how to ride a street bike on the BMW right now. Like it'd be something like that. Or like, oh dude, check out my new jet ski. And you might be like, well, it only snows like a couple of days out of the year. But yep, I got a jet ski now. I don't know, stupid stuff. I'd be in so much trouble. Like I'd lose my license probably pretty quick. And then I wrote down. I'll go over one more. It's such like a scuffed like way that I did everything on this. Alright. Actually no, Grody angle. Yeah. This is like, you know. this is part of it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I just wrote down my ghetto ass. I just want a Hellcat Charger. Purple, of course. It takes so much restraint to be dirt poor when you're striving to be lower middle class. I wonder what my neighbors think. Like I barely sleep. I keep like rolling out of the house. I barely sleep and keep coming back with like BS that I carry in the house, like big boxes and stuff. I always carry like a shoulder bag. I'm dressed like I'm going to, I don't know, like a photo shoot for cunts. Either that or I look dirty and gross. And I look like I should drive like an old Dodge pickup truck that's rusted in every way. Really sucks. I can't buy a car from down south. The salt just ruins everything, all the seals, all the, you know, everything. Up here, just basic, and it's basically the same price, so it just sucks. And I hate, I wrote down, I hate feeling scammed. I wish I could just buy a new Tacoma for sticker. $37,000 to be totally headache free and worry free for 10 years. Like I give $3,700 to be worry free this year, but I know that's not a reality. I can't just be like, hey, I'll give you $3,700 this year to like drive a car that I don't have to think about, worry about, or do anything with. Like, oh, that sounds awesome. I think everyone would do that. Yeah. Gotta like organize my apartment. It's making me super anxious. And my tax stuff and my storage unit. Check didn't come. Like it wasn't there when I checked at the PO box. I might hold off on vacation to sort out like my taxes and get a credit card and do some of the stuff that I need to do. I don't know. Keep hunting thrift stores for various household items like mixing bowls, pirate stuff, like a knife set. I don't want to put off the vacation, but I also don't want to feel anxious while I'm on vacation or spend the whole vacation like, you know, just doing stuff I need to do. Like, oh, I did blah. I spent half of my first day doing laundry and then half of the second day just filing my taxes, and then, well, on the final day of my vacation, I was able to play games for 15 minutes, and yeah, I don't know. So I don't really want to deal with that, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. It's like no matter what I do, I just feel constantly like I'm behind and I don't have enough time for anything, and it sucks. And I don't know why. I'm too slow. I'm too slow about everything. I procrastinate about everything. It's just not working. I don't know, but I'm gonna try and hook up the internet now. And hopefully it doesn't give me a giant headache. And hopefully this video doesn't tell me it's going to take more time than it needs to upload for work. And I don't know. Everything's a headache. I'm trying to not make it a headache. I don't know, man. I mean, the insane, like, hard, like, reality truth of it is, like, it is so much work and so much effort. And I'm in so much pain. Like, my tooth hurts so bad, and my back's constantly hurting. Everything is just, like, it's so much effort. And I'll tell you right now, for Jesus Christ's sake, dude, I cannot figure out why I'm doing it. Like, why I even put myself through all this stuff. Like, I have no idea. Because I have nothing else, right? Like, because you have no other option. You just do whatever. So, I don't know. And sometimes I wish it was like I could just like take the keys out of the car and throw the keys to someone else and be like, you drive this bitch, dude. I don't have the patience or time for it anymore. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind if I keep driving this car. That's how I feel about my life sometimes. I feel like I could just give the fucking keys to someone else and just be like, motherfucker, you sort this shit out because you won't be able to sort it out. The shit's impossible. My tooth's hurting really bad, and I'm just frustrated. And I gotta figure out how to hook up this internet, and it takes 900 years to upload these videos on data. I don't know. It's just a whole thing. I'm fine. As fine as you can be. I just want my life to be easier, and I don't foresee that happening. I foresee it being the hardest grind I can possibly have right up until the time that I have the most insane mental break. That's what I think happens. Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I don't know. Maybe you'll find a lucky penny today. Yeah. See you again.